seen you before.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's gonna be a big one.
Oh, I love that.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Yeah, let's get that hairy nipple. My name's Michael. I'm the owner of the original House of Wax. My sister and I started making candles together as a hobby. We started filling up jars around the house. We started selling them to friends and family, and people started liking them. My sister and I are quite close in age. She's my best supporter. I have so much respect for her. She's like my best friend. It is just us two in the family. David and I then continued the business.
My name is David Verbier, and I am the store manager of the original House of Wax. I used to do so many things before the original House of Wax. I started as a cleaner, and then I worked more as a cleaner and more cleaning. And then I thought, this is really hurting my back. And I just always used to have just little crappy jobs, you know. I'd get like $400 or $500 a week, and I thought I was living the dream, really, like just not being a cleaner, which was just lovely for a time. Just because I had a really sore back, I just couldn't do it anymore. I always thought that there was a smarter way of working than just working so hard for nothing. So I used to do a lot of things. I used to work in factories. I used to work in offices. I mean, how does someone answer that? You live with your partner, you work with your partner. It's tough. It's tough. It's really, really tough.
Before the original House of Wax, I was a full-time community corrections officer for the Department of Justice. I think there's nothing worse for people than when they're at work and they're wishing for time to go by, and they're, you know, looking at their clock and they're thinking, I don't want to be here. That's when you know that it's not the right job for you, it's not the right place for you, and you need to leave. I just knew that I could be doing better things with myself and my time. After doing that for almost 6 years and getting paid a minimum wage and seeing, you know, the amount of effort and work it takes to supervise these type of people, it just wasn't worth it for me. So I had to find something more creative to do with myself. So that is how my business came to life. My mum and dad are probably two of my best role models, along with my sister. They've always worked very hard, and to be able to, you know, work with family already has its difficulties. I can only hope that I can achieve and to have a business that has lasted as long as theirs.
If I dig deep down into it, it's really just a whole bunch of name calling. I think it's just the stress of like working together, living together. There's a family. There's a lot to keep up with. It's not easy to just always be happy and everything's fine and peachy, because it's not always. You know?
Living with David can be difficult at times because he can be quite fiery. He's got quite a temper on him, and after a few drinks...
Where is my makeup girl? Barbara!
Yeah, we decided that on the market candles were quite expensive for the type of quality that you were getting, because they were all blended type of waxes. So we thought we would make a pure soy essential oil candle and make sure that it is of the highest quality. Both David and I had full-time jobs, and then we would make the candles after work, and then we would pack them up on the weekend and sell them at local markets and fairs. Sometimes you would make nothing at the markets. Some days it would cost you more in petrol just to get there. Some days you would make, you know, $300 and you would think that that is, you know, the best day you've ever had in your life, just because it was worth packing the car and all the work throughout the week that you had done. There are little things that we do, like pour it with the full moon to ensure that they're very heightened in their power when they're lit, and I infuse them with earth crystals as well, so that it gives them different meanings as to why you should burn them around your house. My first stockist was a pharmacy. The pharmacy told me they'd never stock me again if I opened a store, but we just persisted. So I had decided to take the risk and open the store, and then they had pulled my candle range. So I had later on found out that people had gone in there and asked for my candles and where they were, and the staff were told not to tell people where I had gone. So over time, these people have eventually found where I am again, which has helped me. So it was all worth the risk. We also do waxing and makeup.
Ooh. Ow. Fuck.
I was voted as one of the top 10 brow bars in Melbourne by the Urban List, and that was Reader's Choice. We were very fortunate to be mentioned in that, and because of that we've gained quite a large following of people from all diverse backgrounds.
I knew that you wanted it by the way you were looking. I knew you would be here, and the reason is me. The way you touch me when you walk by, my heart stopped beating.
My name is Zach Mastriani, I'm 22 and I'm a forklift driver. I'm pretty excited getting rid of all my hair. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm here to get my chest waxed.
It's actually Zach's first time here today. I'm looking forward to seeing how he goes. So we've decided not to clipper his chest before we wax it. Traditionally you would clipper his chest to shorten the length a bit, but he wanted a full experience to see how the pain was of 22 years worth of growth.
I'm doing it just for the experience, first time for everything, so see how it goes. A little bit for my girlfriend, but see how it is. Yeah, she wanted me to do full body, but that's just a bit too scared for that, so just stick with the chest. I'm afraid of it hurting and the screaming and hot wax on my chest. It's pretty hot. It is hot, isn't it? This is my first time meeting Michael and David. I've heard about them through friends who've got their eyebrows done, so I just come here and just try it out. No horror stories, but I'm just very excited to get this done. Nah, I'm not scared at all. Very excited.
What are you doing today?
Just my chest and just the lower up here.
Fantastic. So just take your top off for me so we can have a look at what we're dealing with. I mean, he looked like frickin' Shrek.
Ooh.
Very good. Doing so well.
Feeling fine at the moment.
It's pretty good, isn't it? You're not bleeding at all, so your skin's loving it. What nationality is that?
Maltese Italian.
Oh yeah, that's cute, Mix. Very good. You're one of our favourites. Hasn't your girlfriend missed you all day?
Oh,
No? Has she texted you?
no.
Nothing?
Oh.
She's obviously having an affair.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, let's get that hairy nipple. Very good. You're looking great.
Ooh, show that one.
Oh. Oh.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, we need those good shots, don't we?
Oh. Oh, that's gonna be a big one.
Oh, I love that. You got cute nipples.
Oh. Oh.
Hasn't he done so well, Gabriella?
Oh! Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh!
What do you think?
Looks very good.
Do you see your definition? Do you see how your body looks?
Definitely.
Yeah, give us a good tense. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Aren't you wrapped? No, seriously.
I think I like it. I really do.
Imagine all that hair over it. It was so horrible. It was like a fucking rug. Zach did really well with the pain. We got him through. That's the main thing for his first time. And I think he'll definitely be back again.
I feel very good.
Would you do it again?
Definitely do it again. Like the way that my body looks.
How do you feel?
Feel very good.
Yeah?
Very good.
You don't want to put your clothes on?
No, I'm actually loving it. Rather
Yeah.
keep it off.
You're that happy?
Very happy.
Okay, great. Okay, we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
When I was little, my favourite thing to do was get all dressed up and, you know, wear my little Chicago Bulls singlet and pretend I was Posh Spice. I even remember doing a performance with my cousins and we put cellophane over a torch, you know, and shone it on us and put the little album cover out and everything. And we thought we were little stars. It was all those little things that had impacted me and wanted me to pursue that as a career. I definitely pursued it as an adult. I'd been accepted into university, but then I went overseas to sing and perform internationally. I was in an international singing competition called Sanremo, and that is in Italy, and I made it to the top 40. It was really good, and it gave me that confidence I needed to come back to Australia and continue performing, and that's when I went on another TV show. It was one of the most shameful experiences of my life, especially being called out and downgraded by celebrities in front of people in the public.
Well, I've never actually told Ronan this, but that to me is, I reckon, my favourite song of all time. I love that song. Love it. I do. Yeah, I absolutely love it. And you just murdered it. I hated it. You made it sound like a Stalkers song.
Sorry, Michael, it's a no from me. It's a no from me, Michael.
No from me.
To be, you know, shamed like that in front of everybody by celebrities is probably the worst thing ever. It put me off them as celebrities just in general, but I guess that's just a natural response to obviously, you know, being rejected by people, isn't it? But, you know, I was young, I was dumb. It was an experience, and I've had to learn from it. I wanted to sing Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven. Being a homosexual male, singing a song about a woman was not my first choice, so I had obviously made a complaint about that, but it was what it was and I was forced to sing. Because it was Ronan Keating's song, it was actually part of the whole thing, you know, that they wanted him to specifically hear me singing his song, and, you know, for me to sing If Tomorrow Never Comes about a woman, it was all obviously for a reaction. I was embarrassed. I lost a lot of friends through that experience, and I just remember hearing that it was on TV, and I ran to the lounge room and I just covered my ears and I ran back to my bedroom and I was just devastated. I didn't cry at that point. I think it was when, you know, I started receiving all these messages from people, you know, that were negative. People telling me to kill myself, and people saying that I was an embarrassment and that I should be ashamed. So I sort of locked myself away after that for quite some time. It wasn't just a sort of get on stage and perform thing. There were many things you had to do to get there. So I had multiple auditions to even get to that point in time. I had 2 auditions prior to even being filmed on stage, and I had been there all day. That video's online, it's on YouTube, even though it's of me and I've asked for it to be taken down, it just tends to fall on deaf ears. So I've just had to accept that, you know, these things will be out there and it is what it is. David manages the day-to-day operations of the store, so he will take care of everything that's going on, from, you know, filling the diary and coordinating appointments to, you know, stealing all the money from the till. Because we don't get a real break from each other ever, and we're always in each other's face, it's not infrequent that we argue. We fight a lot.
I believe anybody could do my job as a manager. It's not hard to manage a store when you get down to the logistics sides of it. But when you get down to managing the store, being with the person whose store you're managing, and then going home to said person, it's a lot to deal with.
I guess I expect a lot from him, considering he's my partner. But he always comes through and he always supports me, 100%. So I stand by him. David, the manager, is also my partner. We've been together for 7 years. I love him very much. David and I met because I was seeing somebody, and this person took me to David's house one day, and I remember David used to really like drawing, so he was on the floor, and while I was sitting there he drew me a picture, and when I got up to leave, he gave me the picture and he said to me, you know, I drew this for you, and I just thought that was the sweetest thing, and I thought, why am I with this asshole when I could be with this nice person? We live behind the store in a dwelling. It's quite a small space, so we tend to get in each other's way a lot, but, you know, love prevails.
You just murdered it. I hated it. You made it sound like a Stalkers song.
So I do also receive some positive messages now from people who've either had similar experiences to me or who have allowed my experience to impact their decision to participate in those type of competitions. It makes me feel really good to know that my story has positively impacted people, even though it caused me embarrassment. You know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. After some time, the media released some articles explaining my side of the story and shedding light on what actually happens to people who were put in my situation. Okay, eventually I'd love to expand my business into cosmetic tattooing, because I have customers here who suffer from things like cancer or mild forms of alopecia, so to be able to return their hair instantly would be really important to me. I love the instant transformation that a wax and that makeup can give somebody. I loved like the movie Clueless growing up, you know, where they take that horrible girl and they make her all pretty. And like Jawbreakers, where they take that girl and they make her Violet. Like that instant transformation is what I love. We want you, Fern Mayo. Here in Australia, we recently voted for gay marriage and the yes vote won. I think it was a big win for us, and David and I have discussed marriage in the past. I think it's something that he's always wanted, but I just wouldn't, you know, I just feel like because we work so closely together, sometimes it's something he wants and sometimes it's something that's just so far away from us.
The world would like to know how voting yes changed same-sex marriage
How did voting yes change same-sex marriage
in Australia.
in Australia? I mean, what a stupid question when you think about it. Did you hear that question when you asked it out loud?
Okay, relax.
How did it change it? People can get married now. I'm ecstatic that same-sex marriage has been passed in this country. It was only a matter of time.
I now feel much more rewarded doing what I do. I love what I do. And I've made the best decision to follow my dreams. It is very self-empowering to work for yourself. I recommend it for everybody. Start your, online business, your side business, and just grow and grow and grow and never give up. If you want to sing, if you want to dance, if you want to act, if you want to cut wood, fix cars, paint houses, you do whatever you have to do and do whatever makes you happy. Gratitude, I find, is the best thing that you can express. So just be grateful all the time for those that come into your life and everything will be fine. Dream big. So I would love to see 1 million franchises one day, Dream big.
Oh, that was a good one.
She cheated on me.
Fuck.
They've never looked so good.
I'm just some kind of drunk.
Everybody-
I'm just fucking trying to be drunk.
Out the room, not leave the
Okay, fuck.